Hey YouTube, Matty's812. At the recent TCGPlayer Super Qualifier in Richmond, Kentucky that Cosmic Oasis held, a great event by the way. Ron really knocked it out. Really knocked it out of the park. But anyway, at the recent event, there was a lot of discussion about the hands. Hands got discussed about so many different things revolving around them, and there was actually one ruling that came up that was rather significant, and I wanted to talk about that ruling, and we'll go from there. So what happened was, player had one of the hands on board. I don't remember which one it was. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I don't remember which one he had on board. He had a Vanity's Emptiness live, and then he had two face downs. So what had happened was player A had crashed into the hand. Okay? Of course, sending it to the graveyard, which would have activated it, correct? Except he's got Vanity's Emptiness up. Alright? So player B is in this situation. Fire hand gets crashed, goes to the graveyard, attempts to activate to destroy and to special summon. However, Vanity's Emptiness sets here. Okay? Vanity's Emptiness is, of course, going to prevent it from special summoning, but because it is also his card, and a card of his went to the graveyard, its effect activates to destroy itself. So does he get to special summon? No. What happens here is, because Vanity's Emptiness' effect to destroy itself is a mandatory effect, it goes as Chain Link 1. The Fire Hand and the Ice Hands are optional effects, so they would have to go Chain Link 2. It's hit the proper activation trigger, so it's still going to get to activate. Its timing is fine, but because Vanity's Emptiness sets here to prevent the special summoning, the hand is not going to be able to special summon. So what's going to happen is, this is Chain Link 1, this is Chain Link 2. At Chain Link 2, the hand can still destroy, but cannot special summon because Vanity's Emptiness is still live on the board. At that point, Chain Link 1 would resolve, destroying the Vanity's Emptiness. So, if this is the scenario, what had happened was, this is the way we rolled it. The player understood us enough to continue the game state, but I don't believe he actually understood us enough to understand exactly what was happening. I believe he kind of more just took us at our word on what was going on. But yes, in this scenario, once the hands get crashed with Vanity's Emptiness on board, this is going to be a mandatory effect that is going to go Chain Link 1 onto the chain. Even though this is triggered beforehand, this is going to be Chain Link 2 because it is an optional effect. So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Chain Link 2 is going to resolve as much as possible because it is a destruction, then a special summon effect. It can still destroy, but it will not be able to special summon because Vanity's Emptiness still sets there. And then the Chain Link that Vanity's Emptiness sets on would then resolve to destroy itself. So that was the issue that we had with Vanity's Emptiness and the hands. So I hope that clears up a little bit more what was going on there. And to continue to talk about the hands, we had some other things come up. Stuff like Black Ship of Corn. There were people talking about that Black Ship of Corn would make the hands miss timing at this event. Like, that is not correct. You're on the right path with this, guys. Black Ship of Corn is an excellent card to use against the hands, but it doesn't make the hands miss timing. What Black Ship of Corn, people were saying that it makes them miss timing because it gets rid of the card and then it burns them for 1,000, which is not true. That is a simultaneous effect. Black Ship of Corn will send the card to the graveyard and deal the damage at the same time. So what this actually does to the hands, instead of actually making it miss timing, Black Ship of Corn does not destroy. Black Ship of Corn sends to the graveyard. The hands require themselves to be destroyed in order to resolve their effects. And of course, this is sending, not destroying. That's why this is a great card to use against the hands, and a great card to use against Abyssland and a couple other cards that are being used heavily in the meta right now. So now we want to talk about actually missing timing. On the same lines as the Black Ship of Corn, we're going to bring back up Soul Taker. Now, Soul Taker is a card that was used a lot against Elemental Hero the Shining and a lot against Light Pulsar. So there was a time that Soul Taker was an excellent card to use in your side deck, and I feel like we're approaching that time again. Because what will happen is, if your opponent has a hand on board, you can then play Soul Taker and destroy one card on your opponent's side of the field, period, then your opponent gains 1,000 life points. So those are two separate effects. So what would happen is if the fire hand was on board and you Soul Taker your opponent's fire hand, it's going to get destroyed, attempt to activate, but it can't because this card is still resolving. So it is missing its timing at that point. That is the scenario that it would miss timing. So it's not going to, then your opponent's still going to have to gain the 1,000 life points. So that is why Soul Taker is going to be a great card against the hands. And while Black Ship of Corn may still be a great card against the hands, it doesn't make it miss timing, and Soul Taker does make it miss timing. Now, I've already made this video once. Some of you may have already seen it. However, I guess this is not as much a retraction video as it is a terminology fix. One of the other legit YuGiOh writers, Ontario Drugan, he T-Bert 325 on YouTube. Make sure you guys head over and check him out. I'll have a link to him somewhere around here. He's the on-staff judge, I guess, if you guys want to call him that. He saw the video. Well, actually, I was talking to him about the video, and he explained to me that my terminology in this video was wrong. So now it is fixed. So key point to make, you guys understand chain link 1, chain link 2. Sins does not destroy. That's why it works. Makes it miss timing. Side note, Cosmic Oasis did a great job. Make sure you check out T-Bert. Go subscribe to him. Appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below. Show us how much you love us.